The Beatles were an English rock band formed in Liverpool in 1960. The group, whose best-known lineup comprised John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison and Ringo Starr, are regarded as the most influential band of all time. They were integral to the development of 1960s counterculture and popular music's recognition as an art form, rooted in skiffle, beat and 1950s rock and roll. Their sound incorporated elements of classical music and traditional pop in innovative ways. The band later explored music styles ranging from ballads and Indian music to psychedelia and hard rock. As pioneers in recording, songwriting and artistic presentation, the Beatles revolutionized many aspects of the music industry and were often publicized as leaders of the era's youth and sociocultural movements. Led by primary songwriters Lennon and McCartney, the Beatles built their reputation playing clubs in Liverpool and Hamburg over 3 years from 1960. Initially with Stuart Sutcliffe playing bass, the core trio of Lennon, McCartney and Harrison, together since 1958, went through a succession of drummers, including Pete Best, before asking Starr to join them in 1962. Manager Brian Epstein molded them into a professional act, and producer George Martin guided and developed their recordings, greatly expanding their domestic success after their first hit, Love Me Do, in late 1962. As their popularity grew into the intense fan frenzy dubbed Beatlemania, the band acquired the nickname the Fab Four, with Epstein, Martin and other members of the band's entourage sometimes given the informal title of Fifth Beatle. By early 1964, the Beatles were international stars, leading the British invasion of the United States pop market and breaking numerous sales records. They soon made their film debut with A Hard Day's Night, 1964. From 1965 onwards, they produced records of greater complexity, innovation and maturity, including the albums Rubber Soul, 1965, Revolver, 1966, and SGT, Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, 1967, and enjoyed further commercial success with the Beatles, also known as the White Album, 1968, Abbey Road, 1969, and Let It Be, 1970. In 1968, they founded Apple Corp., a multi-armed multimedia corporation that continues to oversee projects related to the band's legacy. After the group's breakup in 1970, all four members enjoyed success as solo artists. Lennon was shot and killed in December 1980, and Harrison died of lung cancer in November 2001. McCartney and Starr remain musically active. The Beatles are the best-selling music act of all time, with estimated sales of 600 million units worldwide. They are the best-selling act in the U.S., with certified sales of 183 million units. They hold the record for most #1 albums on the UK Albums Chart, most #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and most singles sold in the UK. The group were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988, and all four main members were inducted individually between 1994 and 2015. In 2008, the group topped Billboard's list of the all-time most successful artists on the Billboard Hot 100. The band received 7 Grammy Awards, 4 Brit Awards, an Academy Award for Best Original Song Score for the 1970 film Let It Be, and 15 Ivor Novello Awards. Time magazine named them among the 20th century's 100 most important people.